check this out real quick. So we just spawned in, right? This is easily my least favorite map in the alpha, Champion Hill. And I'm kind of nervous to run out because anybody who played this map, you know the way it is. As soon as you run out, you're getting clapped. Like, you got to be on it, right? So we clean that dude up. I'm waiting to heal. His teammate rolls in on me. He tries to take me out. We get him. We got a nade and shit. Trying to heal. I hate taking damage in this game. And look at this toxic little nerd. He starts shooting my body. You really that mad? Because obviously he was probably in a party, right? So his teammates, after I cleaned them up, they probably yelled out, oh, he's camping or some shit. So he's all mad. He's shooting my dead bodies, man. We playing an alpha. It's Call of Duty, people. Yo, like shooting dead bodies in an alpha, man. Yo, you gotta love it. You love to see it, right? Oh my goodness. But the alpha is officially over, Champion Hill. Now we're on to the multiplayer reveal as well as the beta. I believe the reveal is on the 7th of September, and then the beta actually starts a little bit after that for early access PS4, PS5, and then everybody else, I think, mid-September. You guys will get your early access and open betas and all that other shit. So what do you guys think, man? For all of you that played it, for everybody who didn't get a chance to play it, but you watched videos on it, you watched some gameplay, what did you think? I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on this so far. I'm not going to touch too much on things that I've already touched on in my first impressions video or my video last night where Sledgehammer Games is addressing a lot of the problems. I think a lot of those things, like those big things, we could talk about that at a better time, at a later time with the beta and shit. You know, like skill-based matchmaking and all that. I feel like that's cliche at this point, right? Like, how thick is the skill-based matchmaking going to be? Of course, that's going to be a huge problem, right? I don't so much want to talk about that stuff in this video. I think I'll wait until at least we get the beta and then we can see their map layout and all that. See how well these maps are made. And just go from there with the full game. I don't think this is an accurate representation of what 6v6 multiplayer will be with this Champion Hill alpha. But it gives you a rough idea, right? It's like a foot in the door to what this game could potentially be, what it kind of is at its foundation, how the guns work, the recoil, all that shit. You do get that foundation there, right? But I don't want to go into all that bigger stuff. We definitely will, but not in this video. I just kind of want to pick at a few things that I noticed that could be a problem for the beta that they really need to clean up for even the beta for 6v6 multiplayer, and things for Champion Hill that I found kind of annoying that they should fix for this mode going forward. You know, somebody had asked me or told me that they don't think this mode is going to be in the game for the final release. Dude, they spent way too much time and resources making this game mode. Of course, it's going to be in the full game. Just like, this game mode is going to be there, right? So if you're bummed out that you didn't get a chance to play it and you don't think it's going to be in the final release of the game, it's going to be there, man. You're going to get a chance to play it. It's not like this amazing game mode. I enjoy it more than Gunfight, to be honest, and I had some fun. We'll get into it, and I do want to talk about what I'm going to do going forward with this game and this channel, because you guys know I've been on the fence for the first time, really, about whether or not I was going to buy a Call of Duty for the first time since COD 4. So we're going to get into it. For all the people talking about, you know, oh, Sledgehammer is going to just, you know, they're going to hide like Infinity War did, and they're going to shut up, and they're not going to address the community, and they're not going to handle all these issues, and not going to take anybody's criticisms and all that. They're not going to fix anything. I'll say this, man. As much as I gave Treyarch props, and Treyarch was my studio up until Cold War, but I mean, Black Ops 4 is kind of the start of that. I loved Treyarch and all their games before Black Ops 4, and then we got Black Ops 4, and I was really frustrated with that game. And then Cold War, you guys know, I still like the game, but I hate the matchmaking and the algorithms and everything else. And, you know, Infinity War, yeah, they disappear, man. Sledgehammer Games is the only studio that gave us an overhaul halfway through the game's life cycle because they knew they needed to do something. They're the only studio to do that. So when they say they're trying to fix something, when they say they're working on something, when they say that they hear this and that this is what they're working on, for right now, I'm going to choose to believe them, man. I told my subscribers that I would give this alpha and whatever else a fair shot, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be all negative Nancy about it. I'm trying to be a little bit positive about it. And you know, it's not all bad here. Like I said in my first impressions, it's definitely not all bad here. There's some potential here. You know, is it premature to come out and say this is gonna be the best COD ever? Of course. Like who the fuck says that, man? Come on. But there is potential here, and I do think Sledgehammer will get to the bottom of it. Like I said, man, the only studio we've ever had in Call of Duty that gave us an overhaul. Think about that. So let's get into it, man. So Friday, when this dropped, you guys know I was real busy. I was real busy all this weekend, actually. But Friday, I was real busy. And, you know, I played those few games. I made that video for you guys. And I was just kind of meh about the game, right? Like, there was no real drive in me. Like, no motivation to really want to go and play it if I had more free time, right? Like, if I had more free time, I feel like I wouldn't have played it anymore that day. You know what I mean? Like, I had a little bit of fun with it. But it was just blah, man. It was just kind of meh for me. You know, and then I jumped on Saturday. And Saturday, it was it was pretty sweaty at times. And I had a lot more fun. And I played a few games today on the last day. Not many, but I did play a few games. And it was sweatier than the previous 2 days. But when you did find some lobbies where dudes were just, they weren't cringe like that, you know, I had a good time. I did. It's not, like I said, it's not all bad here. But there's definitely a few things that were really annoying me that I haven't talked about yet. Let's talk about this STG right here. This actually addresses two problems kind of in one. What is up with the fucking pea shooter? And I'm not talking about function. I'm not talking about performance with the STG. I'm talking about the sound, man. When you're shooting it, it sounds like you're shooting a fucking Nerf gun, man. It's got no pop. You know, when you shoot the MP40, I mean, I haven't been able to get these guns barely at all. Like, most of my loadouts, most of the games I played, I get the choice between the Tommy and the bar and all those weapons. I don't get the MP40 and STG. So when I did get those loadouts, I made sure to buy the STG right away too, instead of buying armor plates or whatever. You know, I got the MP40, I got the STG secondary. And it sounds like so muffled, dude. It sounds like a pea shooter. You know, the MP40, you know, it sounds like it's got some power, man. It feels strong in your hands. The bar, the Tommy, they feel like, you know, you're holding a weapon, right? You shoot the STG, it sounds like you're shooting a fucking Nerf gun, man. What's up with that, Sledgehammer? So that's definitely something that needs to be fixed. But something with those loadouts that I noticed too that really got on my nerves with this game is the weapon swap speed, man. I don't know if anybody playing can agree with me on this, but like when you're swapping to a pistol, no problem at all. There's a few times easily I've been killed because I literally just swapped my weapons at a spawn, but got a bad spawn. And also the weapon swap speed is so fucking long in this game when you're swapping to an assault rifle or even an SMG. It feels way longer than any other Call of Duty, man. I don't know if anybody's going to agree with me on that, but fuck, it annoyed me, man. Like, taking damage in this game, it annoyed me. And I couldn't get over it, man. Like, I got killed a few times just, you know, I used the last couple of bullets on somebody. They took they were sponging bullets. You know, instead of reloading, I just swapped to my next gun, but I'm sitting there for a fucking hour. Like, you have time to go to the washroom, drop a fucking deuce, run out in the living room, power bomb your son on the couch, give your girl a kiss, slap her on the ass a few times, come down and eat a snack, and you still didn't swap to your SMG. Like, you're probably dead and spawn back in, man. That's probably a quicker way. Just wait to die, man, because then you're already reloaded when you spawn back in, right? Just waste a life. Dude, it just, in my opinion, you know, all jokes aside, in my opinion, it takes too long. I don't know if there'll be a perk in this game. I'd rather not use a perk. But it feels like you're swapping to, like, you know, a rocket launcher from fucking, like, Borderlands or Destiny or some shit, like the Two-Tailed Fox or the Warcliffe Coil or some cheese. I don't know why it takes so long to swap your weapons. But speaking of this Champion Hill Alpha, man, I feel like we're wasting too much time with it, man. For anybody who hasn't played it yet, let me paint you a picture. So you're waiting in the pre-game lobby, right, while you're looking at everybody's names. And then you load up into this area right here, this buy area, this buy round place, right, where you got the buy stations there. And then you're waiting there for another 15, 20 seconds. And then Butcher talks to you for a couple seconds. And then they give you another 15 or 20 seconds to run and go buy your shit before you actually start the game, right? I mean, you're wasting, for people who have busy lives, you're wasting a good amount of time there before you even start the game. And then there's been many times in these games, and I haven't even played a lot, where you're going through the round robin, right? And then all of a sudden, the teams don't balance out, so they'll put my team into the bye round while the other teams are duking it out, right? So we wait through like a whole 30-second or a minute bye round, whatever it is, and now those teams are done fighting, and now we're ready to fight, but they put all the teams into a bye round. So we go from a whole half minute to a minute bye round into another full bye round while all those teams are getting stocked up again, buying armor plates and shit, while we're just sitting there for like 2 minutes. Just, we ain't got shit to do, just with our thumbs up our ass, man. You guys really got to do something about that, Sledgehammer. I feel like you waste a little bit too much time with this Champion Hill. I'm not being, it's just constructive criticism to help you out. And I do feel like the aim assist is really strong, man, through walls in this game. They have to do something about that. But more so, what's a problem than the aim assist is the actual nameplate problem. And I do have a clip here I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to let it go because it's actually going to show you guys 2 problems in 1 clip. So Pusey, whenever you're ready.
Back for more, eh? Good! You got 10 seconds!
Alright, so let's run it back for the people that don't know what they were just looking at it. That's why I rolled it from this point when I've gotten taken out. You can hear that the audio was perfectly fine. I did not mute the audio in that moment, and right after that sequence, the audio went back to normal. But you could hear it in that moment. I completely lost like kind of all game audio except for the announcer. Like I got nothing there. But as you can see right here, I'm seeing this dude. Look, I didn't even know he was there, but I looked over there and I can see his nameplate through that entire little structure right there. That is a serious problem, Sledgehammer. Like, I mean, I'm sure I probably still would have killed that dude. You know what I mean? It just like just the type of Call of Duty player that I am, I probably would have got him, but who knows? He was camping in that corner, right? He might have gotten me. I might not have looked over there, but I literally seen his nameplate through the wall. That's a problem, man. So I knew he was there and I took him out. That's a serious problem. But speaking of sounds, now you guys know, I'll never complain about footsteps being too quiet after Modern Warfare 2019 disaster, right? That game literally stopped me from playing the game with my own playstyle the way that I wanted to play it. I hated the loud feet in that game. But the no footstep sound pretty much in this game has definitely started to become a problem. Again, I would rather quieter feet than louder feet. So if they don't make any changes to the feet, I'll keep them like this, right? It could be frustrating if you're on a really nice kill streak, you're one off a high kill streak, you know, when we get the full game and shit, and you get killed by a dude that's running like literally right beside you or right behind you, but you can't hear him, right? That would get frustrating. But I'd like 100 times over, I'd rather deal with that than deal with what we had to deal with in Modern Warfare 2019. But I could show you a bunch of clips right now that could show you just how bad it is, like how close people can be to you, like in a full tactical sprint, and you can't hear them. But I'm going to show you this clip here, which shows you, again, it's another double whammy. It's going to show you 2 problems in 1 clip. And again, these clips it's just constructive criticism, man. This is what an alpha is for, Sledgehammer. I'm going to bat here for you. I want you to succeed. I want you to make this game the best version of Vanguard that it can be. Pusey, run the clip.
Welcome to Champion Hill. End all other teams for the win. Bloodthirsty.
So as you can see in here, you know, the both of us, we weren't at full sprints, but we were moving, right? So if that was Modern Warfare 2019, we would have heard each other all day, every day. None of us could hear each other. I couldn't hear him. He couldn't hear me through that little wooden wall right there. But he knew I was there because he heard me upgrading my gun. That's another problem. Listen, I'll take the footsteps. I don't want Modern Warfare 2019 again. And that's why I think this game will always play better than Modern Warfare 2019. On the strength of Ghost, you have to be moving, and the feet being quieter alone. I think this game will play way better than Modern Warfare 2019. But upgrading your weapon, you should not hear a noise like that when you're doing it. But your opponents should not be able to hear you upgrading your weapon, man. Like, what if you're in like a 1v3 situation? You know, you take one out, you got enough to upgrade your weapon after that kill. You upgrade your weapon, and all of a sudden now they know exactly where you are, and they're taking you out with the quickness. Like, I think that's something that needs to be changed. I don't think you should make this big loud noise when you're upgrading your weapon over here in Champion Hill. And there's definitely a few other things that, you know, we'll get into with the beta, and that is what I'm going to do. I told you guys I was going to give this game its fair shot. I would try the beta if I like the alpha, if the alpha impressed me. The alpha did not impress me, but it definitely exceeded my expectations, though, kind of going into it, right? Like, I wanted to go in and give it a fair shot, but like, I was kind of also going in thinking like, okay, it's going to be skill-based matchmaking in this joint. And believe me, there's times where it felt like I'm going up against God teams where I'm getting, like, I got so many garbage teammates with the very few games that I played. It just seemed like I was constantly carrying people, and I got a bunch of wins too and shit, but it felt like I got a lot of terrible teammates that just got owned all the time, chewed up all our lives. I died once or twice, and then we're eliminated like in 4th place or 5th place or something. Like, crazy, man. Going up against these dudes that are slide canceling into bunny hops, into more slide canceling, while pinpoint accurate doing 180s and shit. Insane. But it exceeded my expectations nonetheless, and I had fun with it. I had fun enough with this alpha to try the beta, you know, let you guys know. I know you guys want me to get the game. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the purchase, right? I like it enough. I like Champion Hill enough to try the beta. So since I'm going to be trying the beta, I'll pre-order it, the cheapest copy, to get the early access beta, because I think that would just be better. It gives me more time to make content, because I'm so busy. I don't have time like these YouTubers do that, you know, they're at home all the time, and they just got all the time in the world to game and to make videos and shit. So I think I'll do that. I enjoyed it enough to want to do that, but I don't know if I'm going to keep my pre-order though. I can't promise you guys that I will. You know, we're going to see how it goes, right? We're going to see how the maps are. We're going to see how everything is, man. We're going to see if they fix these things that they claim they're working on. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-order it, man. I haven't pre-ordered it just yet. I'll probably pre-order it later on tonight, maybe tomorrow or something. And we'll try the beta, man. We'll go from there. What do you guys think of the alpha? What do you guys think of Vanguard so far? I'm going to cut this video off because it's getting way too long. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And I know I forgot something in here. Whoever has an idea in the comment section, right? And it's something where I was like, God damn, man, I wish I would have thought of that. I wish I didn't let that go. You know, because I always be forgetting shit. I don't script shit. I'll pin your comment. You know what I mean? So other people watching it, they can see it too, that we know that that's something to take serious. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out.